Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Andy Cohen does not hold back on Karen Huger's sentencing. Real Housewives executive producer and reunion host, Andy Cohen is not holding back regarding RHOP alum Karen Huger's sentencing. She was sentenced to 2 years behind bars with 1 year suspended for a DUI arrest. So what does Andy have to say now that she has officially been sentenced? Keep reading for more details. Karen Huger was arrested a year ago for a DUI. She allegedly had a beer before she left her friend's home and then proceeded to drive. Karen then got into a wreck, and the rest is history. She did not appear at the season 9 RHOP reunion as she claimed she was getting help for her problems. It appears she went to a wellness facility and did not make it a month. After not attending the reunion, she also resigned from the hit Bravo reality series and awaited her sentencing. The longest she was facing was 2 years behind bars. It then came out that she had several prior DUIs, so this was not a first offense. She was then sentenced to 2 years with 1 suspended. After she is released, she will be on probation for 5 years and be unable to drive for 1 year. Despite being in treatment, Karen did appear on that RHOP reunion in a clip. She was speaking to her husband, Ray, about seeing her DUI arrest bodycam footage for the first time. It left her in shock. Now, reunion host Andy Cohen is opening up about her sentencing. According to People, Andy spoke about it on his SiriusXM radio show on Monday, March 3rd. This was a big deal as he shared he had not done his show since the sentencing was handed down. Admittedly, he loves Karen, so this was a hard pill to swallow. I haven't been on since Karen was sentenced, and I don't have much to say. I will say, I am thinking of Karen every day. I've been thinking about her a lot, and I'm so sad about this. I'm so sad about how this entire thing is played out. I am a Karen fan. Drunk driving is no joke. It's so bad, so that this was her 4th situation was tough to hear. However, Andy Cohen thoroughly understood why the judge felt the way that he did and was not playing when it came to her sentence. Ultimately, Andy Cohen understands why this played out as it did. Regardless, this still breaks his heart. I'm not surprised that the judge was not playing. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, it's so sad. After hearing what Andy had to say about Karen Huger, RHOP fans weighed in. Did they agree with Andy's sentiment, or were they less heartbroken? Sad about Karen getting the punishment she finally deserves. Should be happy she never hurt anyone else with 4 DUIs. I feel bad for Karen, but we can't be out here drinking and driving with no consequences. Yeah, her lawyers failed, but she needs learn, and I hope she does. But I doubt it. She's so stuck in her ways. It appears many did not like what happened, but believed that Karen needed to pay for what she did. More so, she needed to see that she was not above the law. How do you feel about Karen's sentencing, and are you upset it had to come to this for her to learn a lesson? Let us know in the comments below. Andy Cohen does not hold back on Karen Huger's sentencing. Andy Cohen, the ever-outspoken host of Watch What Happens Live, is no stranger to controversy, sharp wit, and bold opinions. But when news broke about Karen Huger, the grande dame of the Real Housewives of Potomac, facing legal troubles, Cohen wasted no time in making his thoughts known. In his signature, no-holds-barred style, Cohen became one of the most vocal personalities on the subject, offering commentary that sent shockwaves through the world of reality television and beyond. The situation began when Karen Huger, known for her fabulous lifestyle and her unforgettable tagline, "I'm the Grand Dame of Potomac," found herself wrapped up in a legal issue that was anything but glamorous. The drama surrounding her sentencing became a major talking point in the gossip world, and naturally, Andy Cohen was one of the first to address it head-on. It didn't take long for him to weigh in on Watch What Happens Live, his nightly talk show, where he was typically known for his playful jabs at fellow housewives. But this time, the tone was different, much more serious, yet still laced with his signature sarcasm. I have to tell you, when I first heard about Karen's situation, I thought it was some sort of plot twist from the Real Housewives writers, Cohen said on air, his expression a mix of disbelief and amusement. But no, it wasn't. It was the real thing. And listen, Karen has spent years telling us she's the Queen of Potomac. But this is Andy Cohen didn't shy away from digging deeper into the incident, unafraid to ask the tough questions that others might avoid. With his sharp sense of humor and a knack for navigating uncomfortable territory, he tackled Karen's situation head-on. The legal troubles surrounding Karen revolved around accusations of financial mismanagement, which had resulted in significant debts and legal action against her. The twist? These legal woes were connected to her husband Ray Huger's business dealings, which raised eyebrows not just within Potomac, but across the entire Housewives franchise. I think we can all agree that Karen is a woman of many talents, Cohen quipped, but financial planning might not be one of them. Ray's got his hands full trying to sort that mess out. But as always, Karen remains the picture of grace under pressure, or maybe that's just a very expensive facade. While Andy's jabs were entertaining, they also served to highlight an underlying truth. In the world of the Housewives, Karen Huger had built a persona that was larger than life, an image of wealth and luxury that didn't quite mesh with the financial troubles she was allegedly facing. This contradiction had fans talking, and Cohen, ever the provocateur, was more than happy to fuel the fire. Look, I'll be the first to admit, Karen is great TV. But the reality is, what happens when the glitter and glam fall away? When the cameras stop rolling, what do you have left? And right now, Karen is trying to figure that out, Andy said, his voice tinged with a hint of sympathy that quickly morphed into a more candid reflection on the nature of the reality TV world. His comments didn't stop there. Cohen was quick to bring the conversation back to the broader implications for the Housewives franchise. Karen's situation is just one example of what happens when these larger-than-life personas face real-world consequences, Cohen continued. We love watching the drama unfold, but sometimes the drama isn't just for the cameras. It's real life, and real-life consequences can hit hard. His statement was a direct challenge to the glorified fantasy that many fans often associate with the Housewives franchise. Karen Huger, as much as she was the Grand Dame of Potomac, was now facing consequences that would make even the most seasoned reality TV star take a step back. Andy's comments resonated with viewers, sparking debates about the blurring line between reality TV and reality itself. For a moment, Andy Cohen seemed almost reflective, as though considering how far some of these women had come, and what they were willing to do to stay in the limelight. What does it say about the world we live in when we give women who live larger-than-life lives the chance to thrive on television, but then when the real-life issues hit, we act surprised? Cohen mused, staring into the camera. We've built them up, we've supported them, and then we stand back and watch the inevitable crash. I don't know if that's irony or just human nature. As the night wore on, Andy continued his conversation with his guests, all of whom were ready to dish out their takes on Karen's predicament. But Cohen was on fire, bringing the conversation back to the underlying theme of vulnerability that he believed was often ignored in the pursuit of fame. We all want to be entertained, right? But at some point, it's not just about the drama. It's about real people with real struggles. And let's be honest, nobody's perfect. Not even Karen Huger. Despite the drama, Andy made it clear that he wasn't entirely ready to condemn Karen. I still love Karen. She's one of my favorite housewives, for sure, he said, flashing a grin. But like anyone else, she's going through it. And while I've cracked some jokes, the truth is, this is a tough situation. No one wants to be facing the consequences of their actions, especially when the world is watching. The episode quickly became one of the most talked about segments in Watch What Happens live history. with viewers flooding social media to share their thoughts. Some applauded Andy for his honesty, while others criticized him for going too far. But in true Cohen fashion, he shrugged it off, reminding everyone that his job was to entertain, provoke, and keep it real. And as for Karen? Well, Cohen's words only added more fuel to the fire of speculation about her future in the franchise. Would her legal troubles affect her standing on The Real Housewives of Potomac? Would she be able to maintain the grandiose image she carefully crafted, or was this the beginning of a new chapter for the beloved yet controversial housewife? In the end, Andy Cohen's take on Karen Huger's sentencing was exactly what fans had come to expect from the master of reality TV commentary: biting, witty, and unflinchingly honest. While others might have hesitated, Cohen didn't hold back, because when it comes to the housewives, no one does it quite like him.